Hi, good afternoon. Mark from Homestead Window Treatments. I'm here for part 7 of our 7-part series on different types of window treatments. We've gone over blinds, shades, shutters, custom Roman shades, valances, cornices, and today I'm going to be going over custom draperies. So the way I like to, when I talk to my customers about window coverings, and we're talking about doing, let's just say, a whole house, blinds, draperies, etc., I always talk about the draperies being the jewelry of the room or the accessory, because you want to think of just like when it's called window dressing. And think about getting dressed in the morning. You put on your outfit and whatever, let's say, earrings or watch works best with your outfit. That's what you choose. So it's the same kind of concept with your draperies. First, you dress your window with your blinds for the privacy, and then you see what looks best on that window. What looks best with on that window when you want to look at your rug, you want to look at your couch. I hate to say this, but really I think of draperies as being one of the last things to put in the room, because it's really something that just ties it all together. So another benefit of draperies is that it will also bring a lot of height to the room. Sorry, my hand's in the way. So it makes the room appear much taller, which I'll show you in some photos. And it's a great way to add color, pop, and a really decorative touch. Now, you can do custom draperies in a couple of ways. You could do it where they're stationary, where they just stay still. And you can also do it where they open and close, and I'll go over quickly what the benefit of each one of those is. So one of the big differences when you use a company like Homestead Window Treatments for your draperies is that when you get store-bought draperies, they come with specific heights. So let's just say 84 inches, 96 inches. And to make something look really nice and custom and right, you want the right height for the drapery. So normally an 84-inch drapery is going to look too short on a window, and a 96-inch drapery is going to look too long on the window. Usually the draperies aren't lined, so the fabric's going to get deteriorated. Truthfully, and I mean, I walk into a lot of homes and a customer will tell me, almost quote unquote, you'll never know that I got these draperies from Target, or you would never know that I got these draperies from Bed & Bath & Beyond. And I'll tell you, there's definitely quite a few things why I know it before they even say anything. One of them is the fabric, so when you order fabric from one of these places, what you're going to have is you're going to have one width of fabric, if that. So what that means is that if you close the drapery, it's just flat fabric. Whenever you look at a beautiful custom drapery, that's not the case. They still has body. And the reason why is when you're ordering a drapery to cover a window, we're actually ordering about 2.5 times the width of the window in fabric. And that's what gives you that really nice, beautiful, thick look that you'll see in those magazines that you'll never be able to replicate from any of the stores. The other thing you're going to find is the rods are going to be a real big giveaway. Because rods, if this rod isn't a specific, the way rods come in Bed Bath is they telescope. So you'll be able to cover a window between 96 and 120 or whatever it is. As the rod expands, the rod gets weaker. And what I see in homes is you can see that the rod, it's skewed. And that's because there's just too much weight on the fabric on each side, and you don't have a support rod, for the drapery. Or, when you order a rod with us, the rod is going to be sturdy. It's going to be, if it's a 96-inch window, you're getting that rod that's 96 inches, and it's always going to give you that nice, hardy look. So I'm going to flip this camera around, and I'm just going to show you some, hardware. So with draperies, it's there's a lot that's involved. First, we pick the fabric. Then you want to know what hardware is going to be best in the room. Are you going with a farmhouse look, or you want one of these? Is your home a little bit more modern, where you go for a lucite pole or a metal rod with a crystal finial? And then you have your more traditional rods as well. Now, once you pick your rod, we're going to pick the rings that go on that rod. And there's a lot of different rings that can go on a rod. Let me see if I have... Oh, sorry, I thought I had those out. But even here, you can see that some are going to be textured, some will be fluted, some will just be round. And all of this is you're building your drapery. So just like when you go when you were doing your bathroom or your kitchen, and you never thought about all these details. All these details that really make the room what it is. That's what you get with your custom draperies. You're getting the rings custom. You're getting the brackets custom, which I'll go over in a second. You're getting the rod custom. You're getting the finials, which are these pieces custom. So the brackets, that's important to know too, because the bracket is going to determine how far that rod comes from the wall. So when you get a bracket from a box store or whatnot, it's never, or very rarely, would it sit right, because let's just say you have a shade that's there. Now you need the drapery and the to go in front of the molding and the shade and still look nice from the side without looking like it's getting kicked out. So let's just say your shade sticks out 3 inches. We need a bracket that's 4 inches or more, so this way that the drapery stays nice. The other thing that I'll show you in here with custom draperies is the return. So so a lot of draperies that are store-bought, they're not going to return to the wall, they're just going to kind of hang. When you purchase the custom drapery, the fabric gets wrapped to the wall, giving you that totally finished look. Another really cool thing with draperies that you don't really think about is all the different pleats. So this right here, I have a 3-finger Euro pleat. I have a 3-finger pinched pleat right there. I have a 2-finger pinched pleat. We have a 3-finger pinched pleat, a goblet pleat, and one of my favorites is an inverted or a box pleat, which I'll show you up there. Now, what pleat you pick also is going to determine how the fabric falls, which is all things that we will be able to go over with you. So, again, just like your valances, your Roman shades, and your cornices, you can either come to our showroom, or we will bring samples to you. This is just a small sampling of our fabrics. Our designers know the library very well, and we'll be able to show you, what's best. And we'll be able to go over what options are going to be great. And if you want pillows, if you want any other accessories, we can add as well with the fabric. If there's extra fabric, it's nice to add some accent pillows. So lastly, I just wanted to show you a little bit, a couple of installations to give you an idea. So, stationary panels. Now, what's great about stationary panels is it's going to be less expensive than your panels that open and close. And the reason for that is we just need a heck of a lot less fabric. So you could still give a beautiful drapery look without spending all that extra cost and all the extra fabric by just simply doing stationary panels on the sides. When you do custom draperies, we are going to fit it to your window. And we're going to pick a design and work with you on a design that works perfectly for your window. Here's just an example of some of the things we do. These were 24 feet high. And you can see it's just a really dramatic look in the room custom draperies. It really brings, I mean, obviously those ceilings are pretty tall, but it's going to make your normal 8-foot ceilings just appear that much taller. So this actually was not one of our jobs, but I'm doing this because this was inspiration on a job that we are working on now. So where we're doing a braided top on a stationary panel, which is really cool. Again, something that, you really have to go custom for. One thing I wanted to show you, and this is if, let's just say custom draperies aren't for you, just a little bit of advice, and I'll show you here in this photo. Draperies are always hung as really, really close to the ceiling. So when you want that really pretty decorator look, we're not talking about 84-inch panels. You want draperies that are going to go as high as possible and really use the length of the room. So this is a really cool drapery. I love this picture. It's a really pretty stationary panels with no hardware. So that's actually another way to give it a cool look and actually decrease the cost. We can do draperies under cornice with shades, and that'll give you a look like that. And we can also, hold on, Oh, here's another photo. Basically invisible. The hardware was more or less invisible. Here we can make it a cornice where it looks like the drape is attached to the cornice with swags. So basically anything that you want to do, there you go, meeting in the corners. So this is all things that you're not going to find at at a box store, and these are all things that are going to make custom draperies really add to your home decor and give you that look that you see in all these beautiful interior design magazines. So we have some really great designers on staff with years and years of experience that'll help you out. My specialty is more so on the hard treatments, which are blinds, shades, shutters, motorization. But we have Barbara, we have Kathy, who can help you out with the soft treatments. So if you want to set up an appointment, Barbara or Kathy, just let us know. You can write here, write a comment, you can send us a DM, you can call us, 631-423-5782. If you know any friends interested in window coverings, please tag, share with your friends. Thank you for watching this 7-part series. And also, please join our Facebook group, I Love Interior Design Long Island. You'll get a lot of your questions answered as far as ideas go. And we also run some raffles for window coverings as well. And again, if you have any questions, let us know. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.